JiDion is one of the most daring YouTubers on the platform and has taken the early 2020s by storm by gaining over 2 million subscribers in the closing months of 2021. Many people know him for his love for Lizzo, his weird obsession with DeMarcus Cousins, and his beef with Pokimane due to JiDion sending his Twitch viewers to spam on Pokimane's comments. But many failed to realize how much JiDion is playing a significant role in reviving and changing the narrative of pranks on YouTube, as the popularity of JiDion on YouTube is growing, compared to this graph indicating the decline of interest for the prank comedy genre. So, how did JiDion become successful in the prank genre that's been dying ever since pranks was exposed for being fake way back in the 2010s? And how did JiDion play his part in popularizing it again? To answer this question, we have to understand how all of this happened. Let's go back to 2006 when prank channels initially started making their way onto the video streaming platform, with YouTubers like Mediocre Films and Ed Bassmaster, who came up with the format of elaborate pranks on people to try and go viral. Ed Bassmaster in particular started out with comedy skits, and when he developed a fan following, he would take his comic characters out into the public where he would interact and prank other people, increasing his popularity even more. As a result, YouTubers capitalized on the trendy pranks and hopped on the bandwagon with intentions of reaching success levels like Ed Bassmaster. Over the years, YouTubers like Jack Vale emerged and inspired an entire generation of online pranksters with his infamous farting in public prank series. And of course, people made their own versions of that, garnering millions of views. From drive-through pranks to hidden camera pranks and prank phone calls, by the late 2000s, YouTube was full of similar content that was always trending. At this point, these pranks were usually harmless, short, and easy to watch one after the other, contributing to their viral potential. But as pranks gained more momentum on the platform, it gave rise to a whole new generation of pranksters who now wanted to take things one step further. This is where pranksters like Roman Atwood came into the picture, and he started relying more on the shock factor of his pranks rather than humor. This formula worked in the beginning, giving rise to other similar channels like FouseyTube, Prank vs. Prank, and of course, the infamous Sam Pepper. At this point, almost all kind of prank videos would get millions of views, as the genre was at its absolute prime. But this was also when the YouTube pranking genre essentially went down the drain, with YouTubers constantly trying to one-up each other in terms of how outrageous their pranks could be. Many of these pranking channels started faking situations and carrying out highly inappropriate pranks to gain more popularity. In retrospect, these videos were obviously fake, but nobody speculated that these videos were indeed fake back then. For example, Roman Atwood played multiple pranks where he pretended to kill his toddler in front of others. Vitaly, the once proclaimed king of YouTube pranks, started the gold-digging prank wave, which brought the fake prank era to new heights, with everyone making their versions in hopes of them getting their share of clout. Sam Pepper also brought the pranking community under fire when he filmed his infamous killing best friend prank, and added more fire by allegedly a woman under the impression of filming a prank. YouTube even changed the community guidelines in 2019 because of this. As a result, prank YouTubers slowly started to fade away from the platform because of this. So overall, things were terrible for the entire pranking community, and people believe this was it for the genre, as the interest for pranks on YouTube was rapidly declining. JiDion's channel started in 2018, and by then, prank channels on YouTube had pretty much stopped being a trend, with only a few channels from the early 2010s still shine today. In the beginning, JiDion experimented with his content quite a lot. He tried his hand at gaming, commentary, and even vlogs to see what would help his YouTube career take off. Whatever was trending, JiDion would hop on that trend to try and make himself some money. And while most of his older videos have now been removed from his channel, the first video that made JiDion blow up was a boxing match he shot in his backyard, which is now privated on YouTube. The video alone earned him over 4 million views and gained him thousands of subscribers. After finishing school, JiDion started focusing entirely on his YouTube channel, making comedy sketches and performing pranks on people. However, the problem was that people associated him as that one guy who makes backyard boxing videos.
How do you go from backyard boxing videos to the shit you're doing now?
The video after that, I'm like, damn, I got an audience now. Gotta entertain them. Come up with this great idea. Picking up girls in Goodwill clothes. I literally looked it up. No one did it on YouTube. So me and my friends, we go to Goodwill. We pick each other's clothes and stuff like that. We see who could get them. Like out of 10 for each of us, whoever gets the most numbers, you know, they're safe. Whoever gets the least, they have to shave their eyebrows. It was a banger video. Now it's at like 600K. But when I posted it, literally 8,000 views in the first week.
And that was a letdown.
Very big letdown. I'm like, damn, I have 4 million people, I have 40,000 subscribers. Then in the comments, it's like, bro, when's Backyard Boxing Part 2?
Okay.
And so I told myself, I was like, damn, I can either fold and like just like become a sellout and just, you know, give people what they want and never grow. And then like when they finally get tired of the backyard boxing, just fade off.
Move on.
Or I could, you know, stick to my guns and keep on posting what I want to post.
Despite not getting many views on his early sketches and pranks, the YouTuber continued to make new content that showed more of his quirky personality by adding humor. And slowly but surely, people started gravitating towards his hilarious content, such as videos where he would wear fake Gucci in front of strangers, which raked in 4 million views at the time of this recording. The thing about JiDion's prank videos is that they are reminiscent to the old times when pranks were harmless and just simply fun. Instead of making dangerous, risky content that viewers were accustomed to, JiDion focused on more sustainable ways to make videos. JiDion started his career focusing on making his videos go viral. So no matter what type of content he created, the main goal was to get views and increase his popularity. And while that did work for a bit, the YouTuber eventually realized that he was compromising on creating the kind of videos he wanted to create, which was videos that were true to his personality. So that was when he decided to stop caring about virality, views, and subscribers and started to film whatever felt good to him. And this resulted in JiDion shooting and uploading some of the funniest prank videos on his channel, like his breakthrough video where he used a walkie-talkie RV car to pick up girls at a mall. JiDion uploaded the video and went about his typical day, but somehow he decided to post a snippet from the video to his TikTok account, which he hadn't used in forever. But this proved to be a smart move because the video blew up on TikTok and earned JiDion 90,000 YouTube views just 3 hours after he uploaded the video. His other videos included a man that JiDion's fan base dubbed the Shoe Palace Manager. In the first video, the manager, Tyrone, insulted JiDion when he found out that the box he had returned was empty. This started a feud between the two, resulting in tons of viral memes that helped JiDion gain a bigger following on the internet. JiDion took the cue from his success and started dropping diss tracks about the Shoe Palace Manager, making this one of his most known comedy bits. But as great as his career highs have been, JiDion has also gone through a fair share of trouble on the internet. While the YouTuber managed to cross his first, second, and third millionth subscriber all in the last 5 months of the previous year, this was also a time when he was in quite a bit of controversy. After a prank went too far, JiDion was arrested. In true JiDion fashion, the YouTuber filmed everything, letting his fans know he was being arrested for arson. The reason behind the charge was that JiDion lit a candle inside a restaurant bathroom as part of one of his videos, which is considered arson in some states, even if you don't set the place on fire. The Pokimane situation was crazy as well. As I stated before, the beef started with a JiDion live stream. JiDion at some point told his viewers to go and spam on Pokimane's chat.
Everybody say L plus ratio.
Pokimane then ended the stream because JiDion's viewers were harassing her viewers using whisperers, which is a feature on Twitch that allows you to privately message any other user.
I think I'm gonna end stream because
I believe that's how it works. I'm pretty sure.
like as much as I can deal with this, I don't like that.
JiDion later got banned permanently from this, and he predictably came with a lot of hate on social media, with most people calling him stupid for his actions. But even if JiDion didn't intend for this to be a business move, it still was at the end of the day because this beef between him and Pokimane made rounds everywhere on social media. But regardless of all that, JiDion has still managed to shed new light on the pranking community on YouTube like no other. With his channel over 4 million subscribers in 2022, it's safe to assume that this new year will bring in a lot more success for the YouTuber. JiDion has managed to make it big in the YouTube genre where many other people failed because he always switched up his content to make sure that his audience stays entertained. And also, the childlike innocence he brings when he does something stupid is a very underrated part that we don't talk about as much, but it's a part of what got him here today. Usually a YouTuber that big screams asshole mentality. Now of course, JiDion is an asshole too, but it's more in a compassionate way, if that makes sense. I don't want to bring race into this video, but it's kind of important. The fact of the matter is that no black YouTuber has seen this much magnitude of success in the prank comedy genre, because as we all know, the pranksters of yesterday were, and still to this day, predominantly white. And with JiDion being this successful already, there's no doubt that he's inspiring a new generation of up-and-coming comedy pranksters. In a DDG video, he said,
I go in there thinking like, I want anybody to watch this shit, you know? Personally, like when I grew up, it was kind of weird because like when I was in elementary school and middle school, it was, especially elementary school, I was like the only black kid there. And then like, I didn't start really getting in touch with like, you know, my culture until like I got into like high school. And so like I grew up like, you know, so it's like I lived my Hannah Montana, I lived the best of both worlds. But like, you know, I feel like that's what makes me me. You know, I could talk about the 2Ks, I could talk about the rap, I could talk about the pop. And I feel like I try to show out through my videos by like not doing the same thing every time. You know, it's just random, but it's what I want to do, you know?
The prankster has claimed time and again that he isn't in the game to earn money by creating irresponsible content like previous prank YouTubers. All he wants to do is make videos that people enjoy and watch over and over again. And with his talent for coming up with the freshest content ideas, JiDion is a YouTuber who truly deserves all the success coming his way.
I don't even smoke weed, but I feel high when I'm